I'm Angel. Thanks for stopping by for another, well, for me, it's a late night edition of Let's Do a Little Breathing and Letting Go of Stress. I'm feeling silly as I usually am, so no need to fear. I got that going for me. I am going to shake off some stress in the hands for starters. Just give them a good shaking. Shake out the shoulders. Shake out the head a little bit. Maybe bounce the shoulders around a little. And then tipping the tailbone forward a little bit. You can't really see because of this camera angle. Rooting those sits bones or finding the sits bones first. That's the bony part of your butt. And just mentally connecting to the center of the earth and then feeling for this nice long and strong supported sensation through the core. Pardon me. Abdomen and spine working together to support that core in the center. Just gonna take a couple breaths to imagine myself rooting into the center of the earth and imagine myself rooting into the center of the sky. This is this kind of long feeling through the center of the body, as well as a very interconnected feeling to the earth and the sky. That's a kind of nice motion to do there. You can bring the hands into a ball in front of you as you exhale. And then, now I can't do it. I'm thinking about it too much. Never mind. It is fun to play with correlating your breathing to your hand motions. We could start simpler than I tried to jump in there, since clearly I can't do it and talk about it at the same time. But and I'm not doing the breathing to the hand motion right now because I'm talking, but I will in a moment or two. And just like the breath is gonna fill your lungs, and then your exhale is gonna empty the lungs. You don't necessarily have to push with the diaphragm and squeeze the air out, although you can. And I encourage you to play with that if you haven't sometime. But also it's just a gentle, just relaxing. The diaphragm naturally sits in a position that leaves most of the air out of the lungs. And then to breathe in, I encourage you to play a little with this idea of, rather than pulling up in the ribs, which we often do by lifting the shoulders, which does lift the rib cage a little bit, but it pinches off the neck here. So trying to keep the shoulders relaxed and instead drop in the diaphragm. The camera isn't set up in a great way for that, so I'm going to do a little adjusting if I can. And also, just may have to make do with that. So just gonna lift this up, but it's going on more down here in your dantian or your belly area. I'm gonna hold my hands up here so that you can see them, and we'll do a little of that breathing. And again, the idea being to inhale and draw the diaphragm down more so than lift up in the rib cage. So drawing down, and it helps to kind of push the belly out. Sometimes I find if you can relax the belly and push it out consciously, especially if this is new to you, that can be very helpful. Checking in on my posture here to make sure my pelvis is tipped forward. I tend to slouch in the low back, and since I've talked all the air out of me, I'm going to try that again. I gotta shake my hands out some more, wiggle that off. There you have just a real quick introduction to some belly breathing or diaphragm breathing or box breathing or just breathing in general. None of those were quite, I didn't quite give any of those names a very accurate demonstration. So I'll just leave the rest of that right there and say again, thanks for joining me. There isn't just one way. There isn't, there are more right ways than wrong ways. So I encourage you to play in your body, explore what your body can do, get to know your body, move around a little bit more, breathe and smile a little bit more. Thanks for stopping by. Check out the description, find ways you can support me, leave me a comment. Until next time, make sure and take care of you.